Hello everyone, today in this video we will fight against the advanced character of our world around us, and this time I would like to refer to the recent events. I mean the information, I would say not events, information that is being transferred to the masses by some of the mainstream media that small Chinese friend uh, allegedly comes back, and now the governments and corporations that work together and wanna benefit from it want to test the ground, check how population will react. We remember that with the monkey stuff last year we have an attempt if people react attempt of the governments and corporations attempt to check how people will react on another announcement of very dangerous microbes that allegedly appear, and so on and so on. Monkey didn't work, so it was taken down, this announcement. But now, because they are not so very creative, these people, establishments, so governments and corporations, managers of corporations and governments, they are not so creative, so they are using old ideas even if they didn't work in the past or are already exhausted, and they are checking how population will react, if people obey or not. If people obey, of course, governments want power and control, companies want control and profit, so also power, so they all want the same, and we have to defend our freedoms because old tricks will be used once more. And we remember that last year we saw announcements in media that seemingly UFO is about to attack us, or there are some identified objects. Some people were claiming that they saw it, blah blah blah. So again, according to the rule presented in the late in the mid of 70s by von Werner, that first Russians are the enemies, later someone from the third world, and the final enemies in this intellectual construction should be the aliens from the space. So Mr. Werner von Braun was actually the constructor of the rockets, engineer, and so he didn't mention the microbes friends in quotation, which are also used to control and uh, keep population stupid, and of course to earn a huge chunk of money on that. So I always come back to my old rules and my old views that we should try to work locally more, make our friends, family members, as many as possible aware and ready to fight for our freedoms. Because the level of control we experience that is increasing around us, that representatives of corporations and governments are entering into our lives, is incredible and growing quite quickly. And people should also remember that governments are not our friends. Managers of corporations, they have their own interest, which is profit, nothing more. And the interests of governments and corporations are not convergent with our own individual interest. And the worst thing is that without fear and without fact, that people who are scared do not think but they follow this what they were told to follow, and also they also force others to follow the same path as they do because they are afraid. This is the worst thing, because when the majority of population is scared and stops thinking, governments and corporations have to do nothing to impose their rules, because then people who are scared and obey and follow the rules, they suppress the other part and or fight with other part to force the other part who is not scared and who is not obeying to follow the rules they follow because they are scared. That's why we have to achieve, we people of freedom, the critical mass uh, in order to be able to defend our all freedom against governments, corporations, and people who are scared and follow blindly this what they are told to follow. That's why we should work on our freedoms, make ourselves aware, and support ourselves all the time. Be ready for the fight. It will be tough, but all will be fine. Take care. All the best. Bye.